Alright, so I just ran home. Alright, I just ran home, so forgive me if I'm kind of out of breath. And that's how I learned not to make YouTube videos when you're drunk. I've actually made that particular recording like about a month ago or something like that, and I've just been too fucking scared to watch it for like a month, and I finally watched it and it's horrible. It's just 15 minutes of me just mumbling about bullshit. So I'm going to soberly tell you this story that I was going to tell you when I was drunk. Shit-faced, actually. So it was just a regular Thursday afternoon. Nothing particularly interesting about it. Then my friend Alan Lee, he randomly just hits me up and he says, "Hey dude, do you want to go to San Francisco right now? Go do some bar hopping and shit?" And I was like, "Yes, I would love to do that. We should go do that." And he was like, "Alright, well, you trying to go like right now?" And I looked and it was like 3 p.m. I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm hella down to go right now." So, and I had some shit to do in San Francisco anyway, so it worked out great for both of us, because he had things to do, I had things to do, both in San Francisco. Talk about convenient. So, anywho, I pick him up, and then we roll out to San Francisco, and he does his housing application stuff, and I do everything that I gotta do. Then we both decide that we're fucking hungry. So we go to this place called Kiki Sushi, and we ate like 5 or 6 rolls. But the only problem is that we ordered large sake and 2 of the 2 Asian beers before the food even came to us, and like half the sake and half the beer was gone before the sushi even came out, and we were both drinking on a hell empty stomach. So we were actually a lot drunker than we probably would have been if we had some food in our stomachs that day. So we're already like kind of slurring our words and shit, just laughing and making our own sake bombs at the table, which we probably weren't even supposed to fucking do. But so we finish our damn sushi and we leave the place buzzing pretty hard. It was pretty fucking funny. And then we're walking and we see this sign for a bar, and it says Irish coffee. We're like, huh, what the fuck is Irish coffee? So like, we're hell down to go check it out. And I actually have this part on camera, so I'll show you this part right now. So after that, we went over to Alan's friend's house in the hill, and we went and we knocked on their door because that's where we're planning on staying that night. So we went and we met up with Nahil and her roommate, and we just started pre-gaming at Nahil's house for a little bit. And fucking, we were supposed to catch a bus to go to some street to go bar hopping, but of course we got hella drunk and we forgot to go to the fucking bus. So we missed the bus and we're like, oh shit. So we're like, good, screw it, we'll just call a damn taxi. And so we call over this expensive ass taxi. It cost like 30-40 bucks to take us to the damn street, whatever street we were on. So we get out of the damn taxi and we're like walking around like yeah, fuck yeah, let's go bar hopping, let's go bar hopping. We're trying to find some bars to go to, and we run into some English couple, and the chick there, she talked so interestingly. And it was hella funny the way she talked, and I was hammered, and I kept on mimicking the way that she was talking, but it was so slow. And I'll explain it to you, but I'll do it in her voice. And like, I'll tell you what she was saying to us. So they walk up to us, and she goes, "Hello guys, have you heard of a place called the Maze?" And I was like, what the fuck is your voice? And she's like, what? And I was like, can you say Mary Poppins for me? And she wouldn't say Mary Poppins, but then she said supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Just in like I'm probably doing a horrible job at it, but just imagine a chick with a heavy English fucking accent talking hella slow, and it was I don't know why I'm so stuck on it. I just loved her fucking English accent. So anyway, so we get into some taxi with this English chick and her friend, and it's five of us, like fucking squished in a 4-seater fucking taxi, and we're like, where's the maze at? And they're like, it's on Haight Street. And we're like, what the fuck? That's hell far away. And that's like another $40-50 fucking cab ride. And we're like, you know what, just take us to fucking Ruby Sky or some shit, because they're from the UK. These guys love house music. So the taxi driver, he just takes us down the street to fucking Ruby Sky, right? And granted, this whole time we're extremely drunk. And so we get out the taxi cab and we walk into the wrong club. There's a club right here and Ruby Sky's right here. We just walk straight into these doors, and I walk in and I'm looking around and I was like, fuck, this doesn't look like Ruby Sky. They must have fucking remodeled or something. And then I look and there's like a fucking slide. And I was like, oh shit, a slide! I hell want to slide down the slide. And the fucking, what is this called? One of the bouncers, he walks up to me and he's like, you want to slide down? And I was like, fuck yeah, I do. And so he's like, go ahead. So I slid down the slide, and when I stood up, I was on a fucking dance floor. It was awesome. I slid down the slide into a fucking club. I'd never done that before in my life. It was amazing. And so I stand up and I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck just happened? Ruby Sky has hella changed. And then I'm looking around and I was like, this place is a lot smaller too. It used to be like 2 stories and shit. And then finally, like, someone tells us, like, bud, you're not at a Ruby Sky, you're at the club Slide. Which would explain why they had a slide that went down to the fucking dance floor. And I'm like, oh shit, we're on a Ruby Sky? Oh, this is news to me. Anyways, well, the club we're at was hella cracking anyways. So we go, we buy a few drinks, and then we start dancing with this English couple that we met, just doing stupid shit like the fucking the sprinkler and shit on the dance floor, and just just going off hella hard. And then when you know how when you get table service, you can usually get your own table in this private section. Well, they had hella places for table service, but none of it was just private. Like anyone can just go and sit in at a fucking table. And I have this memory of just like sitting down at someone's private table because they left, and there was this big ass bottle of champagne there, and like some champagne glasses. And there was this one champagne glass that wasn't even done yet, and I looked at it. I looked around, I grabbed that shit and just downed the fucking champagne glass, slammed it on the table. Then I fucking got up, and I think it might have been bad karma because I started shuffling, and I did like 3 shuffles and twisted my fucking ankle and fell down. And so I stand up and I sat down again, and I was like, wow, it really hurts when I sit down. Like, my ankle's killing me right now. Like, that happened a month ago. My ankle still hurts. And you know what? It probably didn't help that I thought the perfect remedy for that twisted ankle was more beer and shuffling. So I was sitting down and I was like, fuck, my ankle hurts so bad. So I stood up, I went straight to the fucking bar, and I was like, I need 1 beer, and he gave me 1 beer, exactly what I asked for. And I drank that shit, and I went right back to fucking shuffling. And it was a horrible idea because I woke up in the morning and I couldn't even move my fucking foot. Like I'll get to that later. But I also have this one random ass memory of just dancing on the dance floor, right? And I noticed, I was like, fuck, it's hella hot in here. I'm getting hella sweaty, like gross sweaty. So I was like, fuck. And so I ran to the bathroom real quick and got some like paper towels, just like wiped off all the sweat off my body. It was like, fuck, this is unattractive. It can't be this sweaty. So I just wiped off all the sweat from my body, and I throw away the sweaty ass fucking towel, and I walk out to the dance floor, and the first thing the Hill says to me is, damn, you're hella sweaty. I was like, fuck, bitch, I just went to the bathroom to wipe off all the sweat, and the first thing you say to me is, you're hella sweaty? And it was kind of slap in the face to me. But, fuck it, shit happens. And so, the night went on, a few more drinks, and you know what, I'm starting to get really skilled at when I can tell I'm going to get kicked out of a club. The signs to know that you're going to get kicked out of the club is the bouncer, he's going to walk by you a few times, like maybe 3, 4, or 5 times. And once you notice a strong presence of big ass bouncer around you, you should probably get fucking lost. And so this fucking bouncer, he goes, stands in the fucking corner, and he's like watching me, and I'm like, oh fuck, here it comes. And then I see him pull out his flashlight, right? And so when you're getting kicked out of a club, what they do, one bouncer will grab a flashlight, and he'll just fucking like just shine light back and forth on your fucking face, and another bouncer is gonna come up from behind you, grab you, and be like, it's time for you to leave. And they don't even give you an explanation or a chance to explain yourself, which I call bullshit on. But that's just how shit works out sometimes. So anyways, I see him pull out the flashlight, start shining in my direction. I was like, oh fuck. So like, I like shuffled to the left, right behind this fucking big ass guy, and then I saw him like, I was literally just standing right like behind this big ass guy, like fucking hiding, just like this. And every time that this big ass guy would like go to the left, I would fucking like go to the left. Every time he went to the right, I went to the right, and I could kind of see the bouncer, but he couldn't see me. The bouncer was just like, what the fuck? Where did this little shit go? And I was just hiding behind this big ass guy for how long? And the bouncer, you couldn't find him. I saw him like searching around the flashlight, and it was fucking hilarious. And so, like eventually he like started like walking towards me, so I just like got lost in the fucking crowd and went and sat at someone else's private table and drank their shit for a little while. And then that's about all the memories I have of that night. After that, from what I've heard, this is just from what I've heard. So then from what I heard, then we took another cab ride home, another $40 cab ride home. And so I get out the fucking car, right? And I look at my friend Alan, who paid for the taxi cab. I pull out $2 and I go, here Alan, this is for you. And just give him fucking like $2 to help him out with his like fucking $30, $40 fucking cab ride. I probably thought of it, I was a baller paying for the whole thing, but I had like $2. I was like, here, no really, keep it. Don't mention it. And so fucking, I woke up and I remember the first things I thought that morning. I woke up and I was like, what the fuck? Where am I? How did I get home last night? Why can't I move my fucking foot? And then I woke up and I kind of shit started coming back to me. I had some coffee. I drank someone's coffee that I wasn't supposed to drink. I found out like a few weeks later. Then I made eggs from someone's eggs that I wasn't supposed to use. I found out like a few weeks later. And yeah, so anyways, that was my fucking crazy night at the Slide. It was a good time. If you're, a little history about the Slide, it used to be a prohibition bar, and that's why they have the Slide there, because back in the days where alcohol was illegal, it was like an underground bar, like you'd have to slide down the fucking slide to go down the fucking, to get into the bar, which I think is awesome. So yep, that's that. If you guys ever find yourself in San Francisco, say fuck Ruby Sky, because they're a bunch of dicks, and I suggest you go on over to the Slide. Yes sir.